What up, big time gang? Welcome back to another Tommy Big Time video. This one here is going to be a battery change, show and tell, all in one. So I think I actually featured this watch a while back on the channel. This is my homie Gilbert's watch from one of my coworkers. Not 100% if I did or not. I had to look it up and I didn't. But this is model number 28086 and it's an Aviator. You see the airplane there at the 12 o'clock. And it is muerto. It's dead. So we're going to do a battery change on this bad boy here. And kind of show you about the watch too, because it's pretty cool. One thing I really like that I have to mention right away is the crown is up here, like in between the 1 and 2 o'clock, which is super unique, especially on an Invicta. And then it's gunmetal, and gunmetal watches are just super dope. It's got the cabling on the bezel, like a bolt. Very unique movement with the 4 little tiny dials there. Just very different and pretty cool. You know, it's definitely one of the few aviators that I actually really am drawn to and like, wow, it's pretty dope. But anyways, we're going to change the battery on this one. And we'll talk about the movement some, and you know, I'll show you the watch when it's all done as well. So if you're interested, after the intro, we'll get right into it. All right, so I'm going to use my little tool here for the case back. We're going to remove the micro adjustment pin, as I always do. So I always check where it's at. And right now it's set at the furthest setting out, so that when we put it back in, I know where to put it back in at so that it fits Gilbert when I give it back to him. That's important. Give it back to him, and then he's like, what the heck, bro? I gave it to you and it fit me, and now it doesn't fit, you know. So very important, especially when you're doing somebody else's watch. Your own, you know, you obviously adjust it if it didn't fit right when you put it back on. But somebody else's, I work on Gilbert's watches, so if I give it back to him and it didn't fit, he'd have to wait to see me again before you could get it to fit him. So you don't want to do that. There we go. Had to adjust the tool a little bit. Now we're just going to turn it left with applying pressure down at the same time. There we go. Took a little bit of effort. Once you crack it loose, normally it'll start to loosen up and get a lot easier to rotate. And there we go. My pick. I didn't get myself very prepared today. I just jumped right into it. Gilbert actually gave me 2 watches to do today, and I want to get them done before I go back to work and show up empty-handed with no watches for him. So I thought I better jump on it. Okay, so now we're going to remove the plastic ring. We're going to check out this battery. So SR626SW, I'm sorry I have that upside down for you guys. It's also upside down for me, but I could actually read it upside down. There it is. Now this is a VD74, and you see that right there. No jewels. Japanese SII movement. So what did I say it was? 626. Which I believe is a 377. And we will find out right now if that is true or not. So what I'm going to put into it is an Energizer 377, 376. And so we are going to remove the battery. No screws to remove, which is nice. I'm gonna put these side by side, and yes, it's the exact same battery size. So now we're just gonna plop that one back in. Sorry, I had you off camera. Just like so. And we're in, we're good to go. Now we're gonna flip it over just to make sure it's ticking. And yes, it is. You can see it right there. So we're good to go. Get rid of this dead battery. And now we're going to put the plastic back on it, making sure that this, which is the crown stem cutout, is surrounding the crown stem and not touching. You do not want to bend the crown stem. That's an easy way to ruin your movement and ruin your watch. So there we go. You see that cutouts right around the stem. And that also holds the battery in. And then case back right back on it. Now it should not bind. It should go smoothly like it is now. And so if you start to feel it bind up, restart. Don't keep forcing it, because binding means that you're doing something wrong. That's you're cross-threading, and you don't want to do that. This watch isn't a screw-down crown, but you still don't want to ruin the threads on the back of the watch and take a big risk of some kind of moisture or something getting in there. So very important not to cross-thread. Anything with a watch, you should be using gentle pressures and not excessive pressures, because everything on the watch is pretty fragile. So here's the case back. Japan movement, 100 meter water resistance, model 28086, flame fusion crystal, all stainless steel. Invicta Aviator, flight time precision approach, Tritnite loom. And this one actually has a scissor clasp, which is dope, because I'm not talking bad about aviators, but I've always thought aviators were kind of the lower end of Invicta as far as their models. I've never seen very many aviators with top quality movements in them and stuff like that. And for this one to have a scissor clasp is a step up. Now, I don't know if all of them do or not. I've never owned an aviator, so I can't say 100%. Most of the aviator dials are very busy, like this one is as well. And that's kind of like a turnoff for me. Even though I do have some busy dials, they're sought after movements that I really wanted. And so that makes me where I'm interested enough to want that watch, even though the dial's busy. But for the most part, I like simple, especially now. I like simple dials, simple, easy to read. 3-hand movements are the best for me now. So what we're doing right now is we're putting the micro adjustment pin in and trying to get it to click and lock into place. And there we go. And we're good. So we're locked back in. And there it is. Let's get that closer. You can see it ticking down here by the 5 o'clock, between the 4 and 5. Now this has a date and a time, and I don't know what these other dials are for, honestly. But date and time, I see those two for sure. That's obviously the second hand. This says it's the hour hand. Oh, and that's the day of the week there. I just realized that I saw Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's the day of the week. Let's get that, the hands to move, so you can see that better. And there you go. So right now it's on Sunday. Pretty cool. So I'm actually going to try to set it because today is Thursday. I want to see how I adjust the date. So right now I'm not moving anything. And there we go. I'm adjusting the date right now. So I got it to the 31st, but it doesn't appear that I can adjust the day of the week, which sucks. So that means I have to go to the 24-hour cycles like a Ronda 8040N or a Ronda Z60. So I'm going to have to actually cycle through the time, which doesn't sound fun at all. So I'll do that off camera. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, this is a BD74 Japanese SII movement. And the battery we put in it is a SR626. Or as this one says here, 377-376. Have a great day, family. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the video. I do videos like this. I do show and tell videos. I do goodbyes, hellos. I sometimes show sneakers. I've been on the sunglasses thing lately, so I've been doing sunglasses. I've got, you know, stuff that men are into. I'm doing on my channel. But mainly I'm a watch channel, whether it's simple stuff like battery changes and sizing, or whether it's a debut of a new piece. Regardless, I got videos coming out at least 3 days a week. And every Friday at 4 p.m. Arizona time, Why Not Watches and More, my live show. Me and my brother Kevin James go on there and we chop it up with the big time gang. So if you're interested in that, please tune in as well. And as always, have a great day and God bless. All right, so I set the time, day of the week, and the date. And with the crown being where it's at, it took a while, and I don't want to do that on camera. But you have to go through the 24-hour cycles to set this one for the day of the week. Now the date, you can do that quickly. But now it's all set. I just wanted to show you guys that. Have a great day, and God bless.